Hello, I'm Steven.
Hello everyone, I'm Resman.
And we're Cardboard Coalition. Today, we figured we'd bring you a review of Plan B Games Century Golem Edition Eastern Mountains. Now, this is a worker replacement game. It's for 2 to 4 players, and it takes you roughly 30 to 45 minutes, and it's for ages 8 and up. So, we didn't do a playthrough. Resvan and I talked about this a little bit. She's used to us doing a playthrough, and they just tend to be a little bit longer, and it seems like not as many people watch. But if you guys want us to do playthroughs, you can let us know, and we'll go back to filming playthroughs, and I'll get that all worked out again. But on to the review. So the first thing that I'll bring up for this game is the theme. So you're a golem, basically, and everybody gets their own little player card with their own little golem on it, and you're wandering around the mountains collecting up crystals to trade to the villages. So that's basically the theme. You're trading for victory points. Theme wise, they really don't tie the victory points in. That's just what you're trading for. So you're going around trading for victory points. So, what do you think about the theme, Resvon? Being a golem and walking around and trading.
It's so good because you have a lot of things for decide to do. You can exchange, you can mine.
Mine, yeah.
Mine for 2 yellow, and you have a lot of choice for do in one your time, and I really like it. I like this part, and you have a lot of things for give point, a lot of chance for have a point.
Yeah. So, keeping with the theme, you have some choices. You can go to certain tiles in the mountain and trade, which you put down your little trading post, your outpost for trade, and then you can convert crystals over, which gives you points to go to the village, and then you can trade your stones for points. You can look at it, I guess, as money. You're trading stones for money, and that person with the most money wins. But you also get points for putting down posts. There's a mechanism designed for that. You can get points for bonuses. So there's a handful of ways for points. Now, Resval was talking a little bit more kind of about the theme, but the mechanics. So let's go ahead and jump into the mechanics. And Resval talked about it a little bit. There's a few ways that you can get points in this. You can go to the villages and get points. You can put down outposts and get points, and you can do bonuses by emptying out a whole column, and then you get bonuses, which gives you points. So the mechanic is worker replacement. You set your person down, and you do what's in that area. So that's the mechanics. Mechanic wise, I like worker replacement games. Sorry, our dog decides she's going to see what's going on. Sorry, I got distracted. So you put your person down and you do what's in that area. So that's worker replacement. And then it's also converting your stones, which is fun. I don't know if it's resource management. I'm going to go with resource management on that. Trying to think of how many crystals you have on your plate. Oh yeah, you also get points for certain colored crystals if you still have them at the end. Yellows get you nothing. Um, but so I guess resource management in a sense, because you're trying to trade stuff around to get the best points. All right, to trade in for the best points. Let's go on to replayability. I think you can replay this game over and over. I think it's set up because the tiles you lay out, so these tiles move around, and you put them in different orders, which gives you different paths. You always take out one tile from each stone color, which kind of gives you a little bit of a mix-up. And you can set up your own map, and they give you a couple rules. It's basically two sides should be touching at all times another tile. So you also have these, which are your victory points you can get, and they're different, and you have a whole stack of them. So once you clear up one victory, one village, and you pay for which happened here, and you pay the stones for those victory points, then you can put down a new one from the stack. That kind of mixes everything up. Plus, they also have this X that goes in here, which means the village is closed, and you shuffle it in the first 5. So it's going to come up within the first 5 villages, and that kind of makes you move around the map a little bit more. But that also gives a lot of replayability, I would say. It makes it a different play every time, right, Resvon?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You say true. I'm okay with this. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about price. I believe it's a $39 game. It might be a $35 game. It's weird with all the prices changing recently and stuff. I did get this one on sale, so it makes it hard for me to remember. We paid about $30 for it. But even for full price, you're going to get a lot of plays out of it. I think you can play this with beginners and people who've been playing for a while. So I think you can play with that. The player count is 2 to 4 players, which doesn't allow a lot of people to play. But at most games, you'll see as you get into this hobby, tend to be around 4 to 5 players. You get a lot of 2 players and some 1 single players. Not as many 6 and 7 players or 6 plus. And you tend to get into party games at that point. But the player count is really good too. Some drawbacks to the game. I don't know what I would pull. I mean, there's one major one, and I talked about it a little bit, and it's in the rules. So people think they might have just copy and pasted this because this game is a reimplementation of Plan B Games Century Spice Road, I think is what the original one's called. And so in the order of actions you can take, it says harvest. Then when it explains how to do everything, it doesn't say what harvest is. I believed it meant mind. I did some looking on Board Game Geek, and people were saying, yes, harvest means mind. It's harvest in the Century Spice Road edition of the game. They probably some copy-paste mistakes there. Beyond that, it's just if you don't like worker replacement, and you have to be okay in this game. There can be a level of take that. So this last game we played, Resvon wanted to run around and grab all the points she thought I was going to go after as quick as she could. Try to get there before I could get there. And so, yeah, look at her. She's trying to pretend like she didn't. But I know she was. She was looking at what stones I was trying to gather up. She was looking at what she had. She'd try to run there really quick and pick that one up. So I had to readjust everything I was doing. So if you don't like any form of take that, you probably want to go more into co-op games where you're playing together. But as long as you take it good-heartedly, that's what the game's designed to do, then I don't think you would have many problems with it. Now, would you play this game again, Resvon?
100 times again.
You'll play it 100 times again? Yeah, I would play this game again as well. Would you ask to play the game again? Would you ask me to play it instead of me asking you?
It's so challenging. Maybe I want you beat me, or maybe I want beat you.
Yeah, Resvon's just being nice to you guys. Resvon doesn't like when I beat her. She likes to win all the time. She likes to sit there like she's really sweet, but she gets very mean in the game and she wants to win. But she's won twice now, and I've won 1. So out of 3 playthroughs that we've done so far, she's won 2, I've won 1. But one thing I will say about that,
when we played that in the last 3 times, all the time rules okay like each other, but like a new game. Again, it's like a new game.
Yeah.
Every time you feel it's a new game. And I'm enjoying playing that.
Yeah, that's the replayability. You're being able to play the game a lot of times. how much can you play it? That's kind of replayability. Yeah, so going back to where I was at. When Resvon beat me the first 2 times, she only beat me by a point or two, right? 1 or 2 points. And then this time when we played, I beat Resvon, but I only beat you by 1 or 2 points, right? Was it 1 point? So I feel like this.
1 point. I'm 1 point. You 1 point.
Yeah. So 1 point when she would win, both her wins, and 1 point for my win. And I feel like that makes it feel pretty balanced. Even when you lose, you know you're close. But as you're playing, you really don't feel like you're that close. You always feel like the other person's just running away on you and you can't catch up. But it seems in the plays we've had at the end, we tend to be pretty close point-wise. Now, we do know that this game can be played with the first version, Century Golem Edition, and with the third version. This is the second version that I have right here. Try not to block out Resvon. Oh, Resvon can't see anything because I have it turned off so you guys can't see the background. But you remember the other game that's like this, Resvon?
Yes. I really like that too.
Which one? Yeah. Which one do you like more?
I'm so sorry, but I like this more than.
Oh, you like this one more. See, I like Endless World more. I do like this one I played again, but I like Endless World more. But you can play them together. And even, well, I have it put away. So they all come with these cards. It says how to play the game that you got and then the games that came before it. So this has also rules to add the first edition of the game, the first version, Golem, or Century Golem edition. But we haven't gotten it yet. It's kind of hard to find right now. But it'd be interesting to play the games mixed together and then see what we think too. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that sometime. Or maybe once we get the third one, we'll look at how you play all 3 of them together and then say what you like. So Resvon likes this one more. I tend to like that one more, but I'm willing to play either of them. It's fun. The production quality of the game is great. You get the crystals, which are fun. Everything fits into the box. I have it all closed up right now. Everything fits in the box. The wooden pieces are nice. Cardboard's nice and thick. Your player boards are really thin. It'd be nice if they were cardboard, but everything else is nice and thick. So quality of the components is really good too. So overall, we would both play the game again. We would both ask to play the game again. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Resvon?
No, you say everything.
Oh, okay.
No, you talk about everything. It was good.
We're going to have to encourage Resvon at some point to teach the game to you guys, or maybe even do a review in Persian. Do you want to do a quick little review in Persian?
Oh, okay.
All right, quick review.
بازی رو که الان داریم راجبش صحبت میکنیم قوانینش زیاد سخت نیست و نحوه امتیازگیریش براتون خیلی آسونه. شما میتونین توی هر حرکت چندین انتخاب داشته باشین، یا اینکه یه خونه بذارین، یا اینکه وایسین و هیچ کاری نکنین و 2 تا کریستال زرد بگیرین، و یا اینکه میتونین چینج کنین اون چیزی رو که اون کریستالایی رو که دارین رو میتونین چینج بکنین و در نهایت با جمع‌آوری یه سری کریستالا میتونین برین یه سری کارتا رو بردارین. توی هر مرحله شما میتونین امتیازهای خودتون رو داشته باشین. خیلی تانتان حرف زدم، نمیتونم همه رو با هم دیگه بگم، ولی امیدوارم که به زودی بتونیم کلا یه سری ریویوهای فارسی داشته باشیم با هم. دوستتون دارم. Yes.
But all right, there you go. I didn't understand anything she said but yellow. But okay. I'm Steven.
I'm Resvon.
And we're Cardboard Coalition. See you later, everybody. Bye.